Myself, Dr. Rakesh Kumar, Department of Sociology, SKJ Law College, Muzaffarpur, Bihar. In previous classes, we have already discussed about equality, meaning and definition. Today, I will provide you lecture on forms and types of equality. There is so many forms and types of equality. When we are going to talk about equality, first we have to talk about civil equality, Nagarik Samanta. Second one is social equality, Samajik Samanta. Third one is political equality, Rajnitik Samanta. Fourth one is economic equality, Arthik Samanta. Fifth one is natural equality, Prakritik Samanta. We will first discuss about civil equality. Civil equality means without any interference when we are going to provide civil rights and liberty to the people of our country, then we will think about the civil equality. It means that every people have to provide equal civil rights for civil liberty and to our country. Then we can say that there is civil liberty. In the eye of law, every people is equal. There is no any differentiation on the basis of caste, religion, region, lineage, sex. Then we can say that there is civil equality. Now, second one is social equality. Social equality is also one forms of equality. We are knowing that in our society there is lackness of social equality. There is no any social equality. There is so many differentiation on the basis of different thing. So social equality, when we are going to define, when we are going to elaborate, when we are going to discuss about social equality, every people of our country have to provide social rights. In our country, in our society, we have no to differentiate or favor any people on the basis of caste, creed, race, religion or sex. It will, when in practical point of view, there is inequality in our society or in our country known as India. Untouchability is a chronic disease in our society. For social equality, our constitution have made Untouchability Act known as Article 14. हमारे कहने का मतलब ये है कि हमारे सरकार के द्वारा समाज में समानता लाने के लिए, समाज से विभिन्नता को दूर करने के लिए बहुत सारे नियम कानून बनाए। हमारे संविधान के द्वारा आर्टिकल 14 में अनटचेबिलिटी एक्ट बनाकर जो अस्पृश्य है उनको भी अपलिफ्ट करने का काम किया है, उनको भी समान, यानी कि आफ्टर प्रोवाइडिंग adequate opportunity to them also and a special privileges to downtrodden people who is at the lower strata of our society. So government have made so many law when they want, after seeing so many discrimination in our society, they gradually and usually is in process to make or amend law. So when we are going to talk about the social equality, we will explain like this. मैंने राजनीतिक नागरिक समानता की बात इससे पहले किया। नागरिक समानता हमारे संविधान में सभी लोगों को दिया गया है। सभी लोगों को नागरिक समानता और स्वतंत्रता का अधिकार है। इस अधिकार को लोगों ने बिना जाति, धर्म, समुदाय, क्षेत्र, लिंग को ध्यान में रखते हुए हमारे संविधान ने हमको प्रदान किया है। अगर हमारे समाज में इस समानता को मेंटेन करने के लिए किसी प्रकार के द्वारा, किसी व्यक्ति के द्वारा या किसी के द्वारा अगर कोई व्यवधान पैदा किया जाता है तो उसको सज़ा देने की भी व्यवस्था की गई है। नाउ थर्ड वन इज पॉलिटिकल इक्वलिटी, राजनीतिक समानता। यह अपने शब्दों से यह स्पष्ट करता है कि when we are going to talk about political equality, meaning of political equality to provide equal participation in administrative work of the state or the country. Political equality means everybody have equal voting rights who is in the age of 18 or above 18. No one can stop to cast vote to that type of the people who is in the age of 18 or above 18. Who every people have equal rights to achieve a higher post according to their eligibility in our country. यानी कि सभी व्यक्ति को राजनीति दृष्टिकोण से समानता दी गई है। जो भी व्यक्ति 18 साल की आयु पा लिया है या उससे ऊपर का है, उन सबको राजनीति के किसी पद पर चयनित होने का अधिकार दिया गया है। उस पर किसी प्रकार की कोई रोक नहीं लगाई गई। ये हमारे संविधान में भी लिखित वर्णन कर दिया गया है। अगर कोई इसमें बाधा पहुंचाता है तो उसको सजा देने की भी व्यवस्था की गई है। Now here, in our Indian Constitution, it is clear that nobody will differentiate and favor on the basis of age, sex, caste, creed, race, religion, because in our Constitution it is clearly written that there will be no any foundation for the downtrodden people, for the any people who is in the age of voting rights. They are free to cast vote. They are free to become elect for any post, political post in our country. So, if any person is going to favor or if any person is going to against any downtrodden people or any people in the society, that will recognize as a punishable offense. So, in our country, all the peoples of different religion is living. So that's why our country is recognized as a secular country and secularism is functioning well here. So if any people of any religion they want to become president through the political process, there is no any foundation. But our neighbor country known as the Pakistan, in that country there is no any political equality for the Hindu. Hindu have no right to become president. They have no right to sit on the any higher post of any department. But in our country there is political equality. That's why any person of any religion will become president, prime minister, cabinet minister, they will become any gusted officer or higher officer in the military or the defense. There is no any foundation because of secularism. Our India is only one country in the world where there is secularism. So every people have political right. Now next point. I have already previously given few points. Now we will discuss about the economic equality. आर्थिक समानता, आर्थिक समानता की बात हम इसमें करेंगे, जिसमें when we are going to talk about the economic equality, then we have not to forget Karl Marx. Karl Marx have first talked about the economic equality because his full ideology is based on economy. He is talking about the communism, he is talking about the socialism. Communism means where there is absence of private property is called communism, जिसको साम्यवाद कहते हैं. When there is presence of communism in the world, when we are living in nature of a state, when we are living nomadic life, there we are absent of private property. All the properties of the state are according to their ability, they are utilizing all the goods of the forest, of the all the thing which is natural available in our world. So according to it means the method of socialism will provide economic equality. He have told us that previously we are living in communism system when we are living nomadic life. Then we enter into the feudalistic society, then pre-capitalist society, then capitalist society. When we are living in capitalist society, the revolution takes place and the dictators of proletariats started. When there is dictators of proletariats, at that time Marx become absent from this world, यानी कि death occurred, and that's why his theory is recognized under the linear theory. But he is thinking about the socialism, Samajwad. All the property will become the property of society, or according to their ability, they will utilize all the thing which is available. So here, in the eye of law, if any person who is doing work just like a clerk, just like a professor, just like a doctor, we cannot bound their qualification. We cannot, you can say, the bond will not provided to that people, that you will not get much amount in the comparison of if you are a doctor, if you are a professor, that you will not get less amount in the comparison of that clerk. यानी आर्थिक समानता का अर्थ यह होता है कि according to their qualification, अपने योग्यता के आधार पर कोई भी व्यक्ति किसी भी जाति, धर्म, समुदाय, क्षेत्र का हो, उसको समान काम के लिए समान वेतन की व्यवस्था की गई है. अगर ऐसा है तो कहा जाता है कि वहाँ आर्थिक समानता है. जब लेबर एक्ट बना, यानी कि सभी व्यक्ति अगर 8 घंटे काम करते हैं तो 8 घंटे के काम के लिए स्त्री पुरुष किसी भी जाति, किसी भी धर्म के लोग हैं, तो उनको जो वेतन सुनिश्चित की गई है वही वेतन सबको मिलेगा। जातीय आधार पर, धर्म के आधार पर, क्षेत्र के आधार पर, लिंग के आधार पर उसमें विभिन्नता नहीं की जाएगी। ऐसा प्रावधान हमारे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में लिखा हुआ है। इसलिए अगर पूर्ण आर्थिक समानता की बात करना एक कोरी कल्पना होगी। पूर्ण आर्थिक समानता नहीं आ सकती। कैसे संभव है? जब मनुष्य योग्यता में भिन्नता है, जब मनुष्य की योग्यता में भिन्नता है, सामाजिक परिवेश में भिन्नता है, तो आर्थिक समानता की बात नहीं की जा सकती। देन गवर्नमेंट हैव मेक वन स्केल on the basis of that they are talking about economic equality. When people started living well in society and they are fulfilling their essentialities, when all people of our country will fulfill their essentialities, then we can say that economic equality have takes place. What is essentialities? Essential essentialities means food, house and cloth. When we are providing food, house and cloth to all peoples of our country, then we can say that economic equality have takes place. Because full economic equality on practical point of view, it is not possible. So all sociologists, economists and political thinkers have made one scale. Then what is that? When people started fulfilling their essential needs known as food, house and cloth, then we can say that the economic equality have taken place. So this is economic equality. But natural equality, प्राकृतिक समानता, यानी प्राकृतिक समानता के बारे में हम अभी विवरण करेंगे. When we will define natural equality is a imaginary ideology, imaginary thing, कोरी कल्पना है, यह संभव नहीं है. Nowadays that natural equality is not possible. It is only possible at the time of nature of a state. Natural equality means that nature have made every people equal. In equality is provided by our society. Yani nature have made all people is equal, but inequality takes place in our society and society give us inequality. Every people born unequal. This is the fact. Every person born unequal, or all person have not born equal. They are different in size, they are different in color, they are different in, you can say that someone is black, someone is short, someone is fair, someone is intelligent by birth. So this is the difference when we take birth. And society, when we are going to take birth in any society or in any family, this society and family provide us a status. That was acquired status. बहुत बच्चे जन्म लेते हैं, जन्म लेने में असमान होते हैं, कोई छोटा होता है, कोई बड़ा होता है, कोई होता है, कोई मोटा होता है, कोई पतला होता है, कोई जन्म से ही काफ़ी योग्यता रखता है, काफ़ी तेज होता है और बहुत लोगों को जन्म लेने के बाद समाज में ऊपर का स्थान मिल जाता है। यह समाज के द्वारा दिया जाता है, परिवार के द्वारा दिया जाता है, वो प्रदत्त है। We are achieving our status in the society on the basis of our ability or the qualification. So we can't think about natural equality. But on moral point of view, every people is equal. Inequality is a gift of our society. सभी व्यक्ति समान रूप से पैदा हुए हैं। असमानता हमारी समाज की देन है। कोई भी व्यक्ति जन्म लेता है तो समान रूप से जन्म लेता है, लेकिन असमानता समाज की देन है। कुछ लोगों का कहना, समाजशास्त्रियों का नहीं, असमान रूप से पैदा होते हैं और आजीवन असमानता बनी रहती है। पूर्ण समानता की बात करना एक पूरी कल्पना होगी। सो दिस वे I have already explained the forms of the equality. So, for maintaining equality in the society, the government is providing a special privileges to that type of the people who is living at the downtrodden of the society. First. Second, the government is also providing is adequate opportunity to all, यानी सबको समुचित अवसर प्रदान करना। At the time of providing adequate opportunity to all, the government, our country, our system of government is not thinking about caste, creed, race, religion, because this type of written instruction is given in our constitution. हमारे संविधान में स्पष्ट रूप से लिखा गया है कि हमारे समाज में सामाजिक समानता लाने के लिए कुछ जो व्यक्ति समाज के नीचे स्तर पर हैं, जो डाउन टोडन हैं, जो गरीब हैं, जो गरीबी रेखा से नीचे हैं, उनको विशिष्ट विशेषताएं, विशिष्ट स्पेशल प्रोविज़न, विशिष्ट प्रावधान प्रदान करके स्पेशल फैसिलिटीज़ प्रोवाइड करके उनको उनके बराबर के स्तर में लाया जा सके। फॉर दैट दे आर प्रोवाइडिंग स्पेशल प्रिविलेजेज और वेलफेयर अपलिफ्टमेंट प्रोग्राम for the downtrodden people to maintain equality in this society. Now, second one is adequate opportunity to all. At the time when we are going to provide adequate opportunity, the government is not thinking about anything. In the eye of the government, every people is of same religion, in same as other people who is living in our country. They didn't differentiate anybody. हमारा जो सरकार है वह किसी चीज़ के आधार पर उसको विभिन्नता नहीं करता है और इन सब चीज़ों को ध्यान में रखते हुए सरकार जब government will provide a special privileges to the downtrodden people and absence of a special privileges for the people who have everything and adequate opportunity to all, then we will think about the practical point of equality in the society. So, there is two basic things to maintain equality in the society. First one, again I am telling, absence of special privileges and provide adequate opportunity to all. Absence of special privileges, विशेषाधिकारों का अभाव कर दो। जिस अधिकार से असमानता फैलती है उसका अभाव कर देना, लेकिन जो बिल्कुल ही अभावग्रस्त है उनको स्पेशल वेलफेयर को प्रोग्राम चलाकर वगैरह कर उनको समानता की श्रेणी में लाने का काम सरकार के द्वारा किया जाता है। टुडे आई हैव गिवन लेक्चर ऑन फॉर्म्स ऑफ इक्वलिटी। Thank you for today. This is end of my lecture. Thank you all of you.